Good afternoon and welcome to Hill Stadium here at Thornton Academy. Today is the opening game of the 2011 spring season for the Thornton Academy boys lacrosse team. I am your commentator today, Jeff Christenberry. It is a chilly and brisk spring April day here at Dr. Paulus Hill Stadium as the teams are getting ready. It's Thornton Academy against the Noble Knights. Just a few minutes, we'll have the introductions and we'll get this season underway. So we'll be right back with the opening quarter here on Thornton Academy TV.
Welcome to Dr. Paulus Hill Junior Stadium for today's SMAA Boys Lacrosse season opener, featuring our guests in the maroon uniforms, the Noble Knights, and the home team in the white uniforms, the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. Both Thornton Academy and Noble High School are members of the Southwestern Maine Activities Association and abide by the league's sportsmanship policies. We encourage you at all times to support your athlete in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. We also remind you that all Thornton Academy buildings and grounds are smoke-free. Please refrain from using any tobacco products or attending events held here at Thornton Academy. Also, we'd like to remind all spectators that for your use, we do have restroom facilities available in the Linnell Gymnasium lobby area. At this time, we'd like to introduce today's starting lineups. First of all, for Noble, in goal today, wearing number 20, Ben Haskell. Starting at attack, wearing number 4, Jesse Cotty. Starting at attack, wearing number 7, Mickey Ricker. Playing attack for the Knights, wearing number 22, David Sullivan. Starting at midfield for Noble, number 2, Tom Doucette. Playing midfield, number 18, Luke Smith. Starting defense, wearing number 24, Basil Hafner. Starting defense, wearing number 23, Min Win. Starting defense, wearing number 21, Kevin Collins. Starting defense, wearing number 16, Justin Lathrop. The head coach of Noble Varsity Boys Lacrosse is Mr. Matt Began. Now today's starting lineup for the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. In goal today for Thornton, a junior wearing number 1, Brett Lavasser. Starting at attack, a sophomore, number 3, Thomas Abbott. Starting at defense, a senior, number 11, John Cook. Starting at midfielder, a sophomore, number 29, Josh Sear. Starting at attack, a senior, number 4, Corey Dion. Starting at attack, a senior, number 19, Chris Doleva. Starting at defense, a junior, number 15, Drew Fournier. Starting defense, a junior, number 18, Jordan Pulsifer. And starting midfielder, a sophomore wearing number 7, Parker Roma. Assistant coaches for Thornton Academy are Dustin Drogitis, Marsh Gray, Mike Hersing, and Steve Woodcock. The head coach of Thornton Academy Boys Lacrosse is Mr. Ryan Hersey. Your officials for today's contest are Mr. Wolfart and Mr. Moody. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd ask all of you to rise and all gentlemen to remove your hats as we honor America during the playing of our national anthem.
All right, the introductions are done, as is the national anthem, and we are ready for some boys lacrosse action. Class A West, as the Trojans and Knights meet at midfield. We'll have 4 quarters of 12 minutes apiece. Thornton Academy coming in with a mixture of youth and experience. Captains for the Trojans this year are #1 goalie Brett Levasser, #5 midi Nate Kolpitz, a senior. Levasser's a junior. John Cook, a senior defensive. And Chris Dolwa, a senior captain, 4th-year player for the Trojans, 16 goals, 9 assists last year. He was first team all-conference. As the team shake hands. And at midfield, it'll be Tom Doucette for the Noble Knights, trying to win the face-off as the season 2011 kicks off here at Dr. Paulus Hill Junior Stadium. Thornton Academy controls, and they'll bring it into the offensive zone. Comes around the net. Thornton Academy controlling possession here in the first quarter. That's Josh Sear wearing number 29 today. Move it back around the net. It's Corey Dion and number 4. Controlling possession are the Trojans. Again, a pretty cold and blustery day here at Dr. Paulus Hill Junior Stadium in Saco. Back up to Parker Roma, number 7, and back up to Sear. Sear tries to come in, but will back out again and reset for the Trojans, moving it around the outside. Number 19, Chris Deleva, comes right down, but it's caught by the Noble goalie. That's number 20, Ben Haskell, and he clears out for the Knights. Can't control it, and Thornton Academy will pick it up once again along the sideline. That's Deleva again. First team all-conference last season for the Golden Trojans. Move it down towards the goal. Comes right back in the middle. Good shot on, but a save made by Noble. That was Parker Roma with the first shot of the game for either team. And it was a good save by Ben Haskell. Thornton Academy controls, however. Loses control in the midfield. Knocked down, and that'll be a violation. Thornton Academy ball around midfield. And the Trojans will bring it in. That's again Parker Roma, sophomore midfielder. Move the ball around to Corey Dion. He's a senior attacker. Very patient offense so far for the Trojans. Noble content with sitting back and waiting for the Trojans to come attack. Moves the ball in, can't control it. Thomas Abbott can't control the ball, and Noble will bring it out. Overshoots the outlet pass, and Thornton Academy will control. Here comes James Cotty coming in for the first attack for the Noble Knights. He loses control, however, and Thornton Academy tries to clear, and does. Kick forward, that's Aaron Scott picking it up. He's a long stick midfielder coming down, but he loses his footing on the turf. There's a scramble for the ball, it's picked up, but the whistle blows, and it'll be a Thornton Academy possession. Thomas Abbott putting it behind the goal to Corey Dion. Comes right up front. It's Parker Roma again coming in. Tries to put it across the face of goal, however, can't find a teammate, and it goes to the other end line. Field is in pretty poor condition, of course, with all the snow we had this winter. Not much grass has grown in yet, however, because of other field availability issues, they're playing here on the main turf, which will be replaced, of course, coming this fall. Thornton Academy loses possession, and Noble will try to come out of the offensive zone. That's number 3, Jordan Eastman, for the Knights coming up, and he crosses midfield. And the Knights have some numbers going forward. Moves it down, the shot comes in. That's going to go just wide of the goal. Mikkel Ricker. That goes out of play, and it'll be Noble possession. About 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score. Noble moving around the perimeter. And Thornton Academy will pick it up and bring it out of the defensive zone. There's the outlet pass, but can't find number 10, Alec Blanchard. There's a scramble for it in the middle, picked up by the Knights, and they'll move back into the offensive zone. Michael Ricker with the ball at the top for the Noble Knights. They go behind the net. That's number 22, David Sullivan. Fighting away from a defender. Tries to put it back up to the top, but it can't find number 5, Chris Ducharme. Both teams showing a little early season rust, you can say, here in offensive possessions. At least defensively, they're playing pretty well, but this is the first full game for both teams. They've had a couple of scrimmages, of course, but this is the opening day. And that pass is going to go beyond the end line, and Thornton Academy will take possession. 6:48 to go here in the first quarter. No score between Thornton Academy and Noble. Thornton Academy now moving it towards midfield. Long outlet pass. And again, he slips on the turf. Number 16, Jarrett Woodward, brings it into the offensive zone for the Golden Trojans. And they lose it across the end line. Thomas Abbott can't keep it in, and it'll be Noble possession. And a pass from the goalie goes right into the arms of number 6, Cody Forbes. He's going to bring it in for the Trojans. They got to rush if they keep going. However, he's going to pull it out, play it safe, and Thornton Academy will set up the offense if they can control the ball, which they do. That's Kyle Forbes. He passes it down. Can't really rely on the turf here as far as the bounces go. They got to be careful with the passes because of the unreliable turf. You don't know where the ball's going to bounce, and you may lose possession that way. That one's deflected. He's looking to pass it out in front of the net, but Thornton Academy is able to keep possession. That's Corey Dyan picking it up on the far side of the field. Coming inside, Saleva, but he gets hit as he tries to get the ball on goal. It goes over the net, and Thornton Academy loses possession. It's a good chance for DeLeva, again, who scored 16 goals and had 9 assists last year. Senior attacker is the captain for the Golden Trojans this season. Noble Knights now coming across midfield, and they'll push it into the offensive zone, trying to get something going forward. He's going to come down, it's shot on, it bounces right in front of the goal. Brett Levasseur didn't have to make a save. That was Jesse Cotty for the Noble Knights, however, unable to get the ball on goal. And Noble will retain possession here with just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Noble keeping it around the perimeter. Back around the net to Jesse Cotty. Six defensive players for the Trojans in a 3-3 formation. Working pretty well so far. Nobody even trying to cut into the middle of the field. Here comes a shot from the outside by number 22, David Sullivan. That goes well wide of the goal, however, and Noble will retain possession. Two good chances for each team so far, but no score here in the opening game of the 2011 season. Shot coming, that goes about 3 or 4 feet above the goal. That was from the top of the circle, number 2, David Sardina. Noble again retains possession. No penalties for either team so far on the day. That's Sardina again going around. Gets hit behind the net, however, keeps control. Puts it right in front. That hits off Brett Levasseur. I don't know if that hit his helmet or hit his stick, but he makes the save. Good save there from the junior goalie, but Noble keeps possession yet again. Out to the top, however, it can't be handled. Thornton Academy now bringing it out. Kyle Forbes bringing it into the offensive zone. He'll pass it down. It's number 3, Thomas Abbott, back to the top of the offensive possession. Again, that's Josh Sear, number 29 today. He usually wears number 14, but he had to wear number 29 today for the Golden Trojans. Got about 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Trojans also being patient, though. It's going to be DeLeva coming in. Moves around, and he scores the first goal of the season for the Trojans. It's Chris DeLeva. With 2:43 to go here in the first, he moved through the defense. It was 1-0 with the goalie, and that's usually a good position for an attacker. 16 goals last year. That's his first of this season. And the Golden Trojans take a 1-0 lead. Back at it here again, 2:43 to go. First quarter, Trojans leading 1-0 on a goal by Chris DeLeva.
Number 19, Chris DeLeva. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 17 seconds.
Thornton Academy, of course, biding their time with possession, and finally DeLeva saw an opening. Got by the important thing was he got by the defender at the top of the circle and was able to move it down. And got 1-0 with the goalie, and any good attacker is going to score from that position. He scored top shelf to give the Trojans their 1-0 lead. Noble Knights now in possession, trying to answer before the end of the first quarter. Of course, the Trojans do have pretty high-powered offense, so Noble will want to keep this a low-scoring game. Moves it back to the top, unable to control it. That was number 5, Chris Ducharme. However, Noble able to retain possession and move it back into the offensive zone. Trying to move into the goalie circle. David Sullivan also working down there with Jesse Cotty, the 2 best attackers for the Noble Knights. Back up to number 5, Chris Ducharme. Noble again, not really making too many cuts into the defensive zone, just kind of keeping it on the outside and relying on long shots. Or maybe trying to come from behind the net. Right there, they lose possession yet again. Thornton Academy will pick it up and move it along. Good play there by Alec Blanchard to move it into the midfield. Here comes Sear with the ball now. Moves it right down. They get some numbers here with a nice cut in the middle. DeLeva can't control it, however, and Noble will come out of the defensive zone. Jordan Eastman passes it off in the middle again. They're getting handcuffed quite a bit, Noble is. Loose ball on the turf. And back into the offensive zone comes Thomas Abbott for the Golden Trojans. And they will settle down into their offensive structure. Comes right in front, and he's going to score yet again. Chris DeLeva, no. The referee says no, went into the side netting. They're going to confer here. That looked like it went in, but I don't know if it went to the side netting or into the net. Referee's conferring. They say no goal. Interesting sequence there. DeLeva just kind of picked it up on the side of the net and threw it. I thought it went in, but maybe it went through the side of the net. But regardless, it's going to be still a 1-0 lead in Noble's ball. Pass comes out from the goalie into the midfield. Again, Noble unable to control the ball. Noble picks it up, long stick midfielder. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter here at Dr. Paul S. Hill Jr. Stadium. The goal by Chris DeLeva with 2:43 to go in the first is the only goal on the scoreboard. So at the end of one, it's Thornton Academy 1, Noble nothing here on Thornton Academy TV. All right, and we're back. Another 12 minutes on the clock as we head into the second quarter. Thornton Academy leading 1-0 on the goal by Chris DeLeva. Noble in that quarter had a couple of chances. However, they had a lot of turnovers, unforced turnovers, where they were just unable to catch the pass. And really, that was the really big difference. Both teams were controlling possession. Thornton Academy did seem to take a few more chances as far as cutting into the middle, trying to get towards goal. Noble seemed content to sit around the outside and let some long shots off, but we'll see if they change some strategy here in the second quarter. It's DeLeva again in the middle against Tom Doucette. And Doucette this time gets the best of him, and Noble will take possession. They switched ends, of course, here in the second quarter. Coming around the net, knocked away from number 7, Mikkel Ricker. And again, Noble content to set up their formation with 2 behind the net and 4 in front of the net. That ball comes in the middle, but it's Alec Blanchard yet again stopping the pass in the middle. And Blanchard again with a good effort. He comes across the midfield. He's going to pick it up and bring it into the offensive zone for the Golden Trojans. And tries to put it behind to Corey Dion. Dion eventually does pick it up. Dion's a senior attacker. And we have a timeout for Thornton Academy. Just about a minute into the second quarter, Thornton Academy leading 1-0. And after a little chat with Coach Ryan Hersey for Thornton Academy, they're back onto the field. Noble's coached by Matt Beacon and Johnny Kolker. The Trojans again just trying to get a couple of goals here on the board. They look pretty solid defensively. And Noble again has had a lot of unforced errors in the offensive zone. So the Trojans probably just trying to settle things down a little bit, get some offense running, and get that second goal. It'll be Chris DeLeva with the ball behind, passing out to Nate Kolpitz and back up to top to Josh Sear. Trojans now spreading out. It looks like more of a man-to-man defense. And DeLeva's coming right in front, and he scores. Great pass right there. That was from Sear. As he moved around the defenders, Noble seemed very aggressive defensively right there, and that did end up hurting them. They seemed more of a man-to-man than a zone, and DeLeva took advantage, taking the pass, turning and shooting into the bottom left corner. And with 10:40 to go here in the second quarter, DeLeva has put the Trojans up 2-0. Back at it here again, DeLeva now with 2 goals already in this game. Kind of an interesting defensive strategy there from Noble. Again, they seem to go into a man-to-man, very aggressive, and it only took a matter of seconds for Thornton Academy to exploit that and get the second goal.
That's DeLeva's second of the afternoon. This one scored at 1:20.
And Noble retains possession here. Again, we're under 10.5 minutes in the first half. Noble needs a goal here definitely before the end of the half to get some kind of momentum heading into the second half. Brings it into the offensive zone. Noble Knights again with a formation with 2 attackers behind the goal. Looks like they're going to try to come from behind. Oh, a nice pass there. That was Michael Ricker but he couldn't handle it. He would have had a great chance at goal if he could have handled that pass, but again, Noble having trouble connecting passes, and it's showing here, down 2-0. Coming from behind the net, tries a very ambitious pass in the middle, and another slip. Team slipping all over the place. That was number 30, Aaron Scott, as he hustles off the field, but unable to keep his footing, but Thornton Academy will retain possession. Parker Roma now bringing into the offensive zone. They get numbers. Down, a low shot by Thomas Abbott. However, that goes just wide of the goal, but Thornton Academy will keep possession. Excuse me, it will be Noble ball. 9:24 to go. 9:29 to go in the second quarter. Thornton Academy 2, Noble nothing here in the home opener and the season opener for both teams. A long pass here from Noble. Ends up finding someone on the other end of it. That's Justin Lathrop. And Noble again will set it up in the offensive zone. Oh, really only 1 or 2 shots in the first quarter for Noble. No shots here in the second as they try to get something on the board. Here comes a shot. That does not even get out of his stick, really. He loses possession. That was David Sullivan, and Thornton Academy will come back out on an offensive attack. That's Josh Sear on the far sideline. He'll wait for some reinforcements coming in, substitutions. Kyle Forbes comes in for the Trojans as they move the ball behind the net. And it'll be Forbes going to pick that one up. Trojans up 2-0, content to hold on to the ball. That's Forbes. Forbes able to control it. That's Deleva again coming inside. He shoots that one. That one gets by the goalie, however. It does go wide of the goal. Deleva again causing havoc. That's another big pass right in front. Jarrett Woodward with a great opportunity to put the Trojans up 3-0 with a nice cut into the middle. However, that shot went just wide, and it stays 2-0. But Trojans again coming on the attack, coming right around, puts it on the turf, but a good save by the goalie, Ben Haskell. So the Trojans with 2 or 3 really good opportunities right there to make it a 3-goal game, but Noble survives and they move the ball out, trying to get into the offensive zone, but again, he loses his footing on the hard turf, and Thornton Academy will come back in. Another offensive attack. Deleva was wide open in the middle, and that's going to be a penalty on Noble. That was a great chance for Deleva, but he was unable to get the pass as Thomas Abbott went down. Two-minute penalty coming up now. That was against Min Win. So the Trojans will be up a man for 2 minutes, trying to push this lead to 3-0 with 7:20 to go in the first half. Moving the ball around, so again, Noble now just 5 defenders against 6 attackers for the Trojans. That's a non-releasable penalty against Noble. And a shot comes from Sear. That was deflected and goes out of play, and Thornton Academy will retain possession.
1:33 left on the penalty. 1:33 remains.
Trojans will bring it again. Trying to get that third goal here. It's Sear again from the top. He makes a nice deke around the defender, puts it right in front of Leva. However, he could not handle it, and it falls right into the stick of Ben Haskell. Another great chance. Thornton Academy had 2 men right in front of goal, undefended, and Noble brings it out. So Noble again surviving, but here they come on an offensive attack. Again, they're shorthanded. they're just content to waste time. Thornton Academy has to be aggressive here to get this ball back before the end of the penalty, about a minute to go in the penalty, and that's exactly what they needed to happen right there. Great play by Jordan Pulsifer, and we're going to get a timeout by Thornton Academy. 6:10 to go in the second quarter, 50 seconds to go in the penalty. Thornton Academy up 2-0. And the timeout's over, and again, we saw on the bench, it was Sear getting some work on the bench after that possession. Thornton Academy back at it, 50 seconds to go on the non-releasable penalty on Noble number 23, Min Win. And when he hit Thomas Abbott, that's when the penalty started. Thornton Academy now with possession. However, at the other end of the field, so they're going to want to move that down and get into the offensive zone while they still have the man advantage. And we're back playing, and that is an unforced turnover there for the Trojans. Not what they wanted coming out of a timeout. Noble now again will take their time with the ball. Blown back into play. Noble brings it into the offensive zone, trying to waste the last 40-some-odd seconds to go. He goes out of bounds, and Thornton Academy will take over. 32 seconds to go in the penalty to Min Win. And Thornton Academy unable to control it. But Thomas Abbott.
24 seconds remain on the penalty. 24.
24 seconds to go here. 5:44 to go in the first half. Thornton Academy again leading 2-0 on 2 goals by Chris DeLeva. Scramble for it in the midfield, picked up by Noble. And that'll probably effectively kill the rest of the penalty. But he's going to come in with a great chance and a great save by Brett Levasseur. That would have been a big shorthanded goal for Noble. And here comes Thornton Academy the other way. As a penalty, as the last 2 seconds, they still have a 3-on-2. DeLeva unable to get the pass down to Corey Dion. That would have been a great chance. That was a 3-on-2 for the Trojans in transition. But DeLeva picks it up, puts it on goal. Rebound comes out, and it's Corey Dion finishing for the Trojans. DeLeva put it on goal, but it's a good save by Noble goalie Ben Haskell. But right place, right time for Corey Dion. He picks it up and puts it in from about 1.5 feet away. And with 5:10 to go here in the second quarter, it's Thornton Academy 3 and Noble 0. That could be a big momentum changer going into the halftime speeches from the coaches. Again, Thornton Academy having a lot of chances here in the second quarter. And a great save on the other end by Brett Levasseur. Really pushed the charge. He ran the ball almost out to midfield. Got it to DeLeva, who put it down towards the goal, put a shot on, and Dion was there to pick up the pieces and give the Trojans a 3-0 lead.
Corey Dion, time of goal, 6 minutes, 50 seconds of the second period.
And the Trojans now come back, get a couple more chances. The penalty is over. It was scored after the penalty ended.
Academy scores at 6:50.
But it still counts just the same. DeLeva brings it into the offensive zone. We're all even now, 6v6 in the offensive zone. DeLeva comes in, he puts a shot on. Save made by Haskell. DeLeva being very active as the game goes on. The first few minutes, a little quiet, but since then, he has been a dominant force what the Trojans need from him this year if they want to go deep in the Class A playoffs. Great move coming in here. The shot comes in, but it's deflected. That was Kyle Forbes for the Trojans. Again, they're unable to keep it in, and he scoops it, and Ben Haskell has to make a great save. And here comes a penalty on Thornton Academy as they were absolutely abusing Ben Haskell, the goalie, as he came out. And some Thornton Academy players will be spending some time in the penalty square. Four minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be the first penalty against the Golden Trojans in the game. Jarrett Woodward will go off the field for 30 seconds. Technical foul push. So the Noble Knights will have a man advantage for just 30 seconds. Chance here for Noble to get back into it. He comes right in front. A great save, though, again, by Brett Levasseur. That was Michael Ricker coming in and back the other way. Here come the Trojans as DeLeva is unable to take control of it. It's a race now, and that'll go out of play. 10 seconds left on the penalty.
9 seconds left on the penalty.
To Jarrett Woodward. So it looks like the Trojans will get out of this unscathed, and they'll be happy to go into halftime up 3-0 if they can keep it tight defensively for the last 3:43 of the second quarter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release.
Penalties over for Woodward, and Thornton Academy back even with Noble. Across midfield comes the Noble Knights. Number 2, Tom Doucette. That one comes down. That shot goes wide. A Brett Levasseur's goal, and Noble will retain possession. Back behind the goal, he's going to come out front, finds an attacker, but he sends it well over the goal from pretty close range. That was David Sullivan. He's in a decent position when he received the pass, however, puts it well over the goal. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. The sun has disappeared, so it's dropped another 5 or so degrees. It's probably around 40, 45 degrees here at Dr. Paulus Hill Junior Stadium. As Noble comes in, that one hits the post. A great chance for Jesse Cotty. But the Trojans escape as that one hit the left post. Levasseur was beaten. But they escape and they still lead by 3-0. Thornton Academy tries to pick it up. However, it's picked up by Sullivan. Tries to get it to the top of the circle for a long shot. Unable to find an attacker, however. Noble again taking possession, setting it up. Back behind the net. We're just at 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Comes right out front, but again, unable to connect the pass. That's been the story of the game for Noble. They've been connecting passes until the last pass before the shot. And it's showing on the scoreboard as they still trail 3-0. It's going to be a push, and it's going to be Thornton Academy ball. 1:32 to go, first half. Outlet pass. Finds Jarrett Woodward, and they'll bring it back, try to get it into the offensive zone. And back down, Thornton Academy will set it up as he streaks towards goal. Tries an underhanded shot. That was Thomas Abbott. That one goes harmlessly wide of the goal. Minute to go, just about, in the first half. DeLeva can't handle it, however. He will keep possession. .40 seconds to go, first half. Thornton Academy very patient on the offensive end right now. And they will lose possession as Noble comes forward. Maybe one more attack. That's Will Rodden coming out for the Noble Knights. However, Thornton Academy keeps possession. Thomas Abbott will bring it back. 20 seconds to go. One more chance here. Josh Sear moves it down right in front. And Corey Dion tried to find a teammate, but couldn't. We got 10 seconds to go in the first half. Right back, shot is deflected. That was by Parker Roma. And Noble will bring it out. 3 seconds to go, and that will be the end of the first half. here at Dr. Paul S. Hill Jr. Stadium. So Thornton Academy gets 2 goals from Chris DeLeva, and they go into halftime in the season opener up 3-0 over the Noble Knights. This is Thornton Academy Boys Lacrosse action on Thornton Academy TV. As we start the second half, it'll be DeLeva going up against Tom Doucette for the opening faceoff of the third quarter. Another 12 minutes of the third and 12 minutes in the fourth to go here in the season opener for both teams. And we're back in action. Chris DeLeva wins the faceoff. He's going to bring it into the offensive zone for the Trojans. He might go right towards goal right here. Moves through and he scores. 9 seconds into the third quarter. Chris DeLeva doing it all himself, winning the faceoff, bringing it in, beating 5 defenders from Noble. Scores his 3rd goal of the game, and Thornton Academy now leads 4-0. That was an incredible effort from DeLeva, individual effort. He had 16 goals last year, already with 3 in this game.
Thornton Academy goal scored by number 19.
DeLeva again controls the faceoff, this time unable to go all the way himself. He's going to give it off to Josh Sear. Right on the doorstep. It was Corey Dion. Beautiful play. Nate Kolpitz found Dion. However, is unable to control it. That would have been an easy goal. Would have been his 2nd goal of the game for Dion, unable to control it and put it into the net, so it's still just 4-0 Golden Trojans. You see down on the sidelines, Thornton Academy, there's a bunch of players kind of going together like penguins trying to stay warm down on the sideline. And now they're moving apart. But on the field, Thornton Academy doing very well, staying warm, running up and down the pitch. That was a hit right there. No call from the referee as Thornton Academy keeps possession, then move it into the offensive zone. That's Dion. Again, he scored the 3rd goal of the game for the Trojans off a rebound from a shot from DeLeva. Dion brings it all the way around, and they will set up the offense. The top is Nate Kolpitz. Down to Parker Roma. Loses possession, but gets it behind the net. Josh Sear behind, wearing number 29. Back up to Thomas Abbott. He comes right in front. That one deflects wide. Thornton Academy will keep possession. Oh, it comes right in front. DeLeva was actually wide open in front, unable to control the pass. That would have been a very easy 4th goal for him. 10.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Thornton Academy well in control, 4-0, but back the other way. A great chance for Michael Ricker for Noble, but he sends it wide and high of the goal. Another missed opportunity for the Knights. Noble keeping possession now. We'll see if they change their offensive game plan. They've been, again, staying on the outside, trying to put it in from a long distance, but has not worked. That's number 18, Jordan Pulsifer, with possession, getting hounded by an attacker, and he gives the ball away. Ricker going to try to make up for his mistake just a moment ago. And the Noble Knights again will set up. Thornton Academy again with a, looks like a 3-3 defensive zone. Has done a great job denying penetration for the Noble Knights all afternoon. Back to the top. To the side, that was a pass down. Again, Ricker can't handle it. That's out of play. Thornton Academy takes over possession. Again, this is one of the last sporting events to be played on this field, as it's going to be torn up for the new stadium project that will be done for the fall. So the Trojans having a great opportunity to play in the football stadium field. Again, one of the last times this will be used before field turf is put down during the spring and summer. This one comes through. That's a shot on from Tom Doucette that goes wide of Brett Levasser's goal. Noble keeps possession just under 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The stadium project also will replace the track, replace the field, get some new stands on the home side of the football field, and we'll have lights here at Dr. Paul S. Hill Jr. Stadium, something that will definitely enhance the experience for some of the athletes. And that shot again goes wide of the goal. Noble again struggling to get something into the back of the net, just get on the scoreboard. You feel maybe if they can get one in, they may get some momentum and try to get back into this lacrosse game. Noble's kept possession for the last minute and a half or so, but again, unable to make it count on the scoreboard. Coming from behind the net, a good pass. Ricker, that's deflected in front. We will have a penalty, however, on Thornton Academy, so Noble will have a man advantage for at least 30 seconds. 1 minute. Penalty coming up on Thornton Academy. So with 8:13 to go here in the third, Noble with a great chance to get their first goal. That penalty was on Corey Dion, as he will sit out for at least 1 minute. The Thornton Academy does take possession right away. And they'll do their best to waste as much time as possible. That one will go across the far sideline, out of play, and Noble will take back over with 35 seconds.
35 seconds left on the penalty.
Noble making some substitutions. Again, this is their best chance of the match here, really, to get involved. They had another 30-second, I guess you would say, power play earlier in the game. They weren't able to convert, but this is a full minute. But again, they give possession away very easily. And now with less than 30 seconds to go in the penalty to Corey Dion, it's not looking like Noble's going to take advantage of this one either.
17 seconds left on the penalty.
Seven and a half minutes to go here in the third quarter. And again, Noble gives the ball away. It's not been a very good man advantage for them, as there's less than 10 seconds to go here in the penalty, and that will do it. As Thornton Academy will be content, just holding on to it.
3, 2, 1, release.
And we're back even. Now Thornton Academy in the offensive zone, trying to set up and get a fifth goal. DeLeva in the middle, turns around and puts a shot on that goes wide of the goal. Back at it, Thornton Academy keeps possession. Back behind the net. Right in front, DeLeva, and he puts it into the back of the net. Great work there from the Golden Trojans. That's his fourth goal of the game. And with 6:24 to go in the third quarter, Thornton Academy leads 5-0. That seemed pretty easy for the Golden Trojans as they passed the ball around behind the net. They came out in front, and DeLeva was sitting there pretty much unmarked right in front of the goal, and he made no mistake about it. So 4 goals in the game for the senior. Thornton Academy well in control of this game now, 5-0 with 6:24 to go in the third quarter.
Thornton Academy goal scored by number 19, Chris DeLeva. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 36 seconds of the third period. That's DeLeva's fourth goal of the afternoon. This one at 5:36.
Here's DeLeva yet again. He comes inside, beats two defenders, and puts another one into the back of the net. DeLeva is simply unstoppable this afternoon. He beat two defenders and was one-on-one with the defender and the goalie, and he put that one off the ground into the back of the net. 6-0 Trojans, 5 goals now for DeLeva. And we have unsportsmanlike conduct here coming up. That's going to be Corey Dion going back with another penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct, he'll sit there for 1 minute. But the goal stands, and Thornton Academy leads 6-0 thanks to 5 goals from Chris DeLeva. Six minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Thornton goal scorer number 19.
The only question is now how much will they win by and if they can keep the Knights off the scoreboard. But another minute penalty for the Knights to get something going offensively. But again, they give the ball away very cheaply, and Thornton Academy will come back the other way, trying to waste the rest of this penalty. That's Aaron Scott fighting for the loose ball, and Thornton Academy will come out the other end and keep possession. 32 seconds to go. Penalty's halfway over already. No chances yet for the Knights. Moves it into the offensive zone, and Thornton Academy will set up. Again, still down a man as Dion serves the rest of his unsportsmanlike penalty.
10 seconds, number 4. 5, 4, 3 seconds on the penalty.
3 seconds left as the whistle blows. .5:03 to go in the third quarter. 6-0 Trojans.
2-1 release.
And that's the end of the penalty to Corey Dion. So again, Noble unable to take advantage of the penalty. But now at 2.5 minutes. And here comes Dion right off the penalty. And he almost scores. He puts that one right off the post. Again, Noble has 2.5 minutes of man advantage time and really has not done anything to get on the scoreboard with that advantage. Here comes DeLeva again coming through, beats 3 defenders, puts it on goal, but a save made by Ben Haskell. He's done his best. Oh, another great save there by Haskell. That was Thomas Abbott coming through and putting a shot on from point-blank range, but Abbott unable to put it in as Haskell makes a save there. Noble loses the ball, trying to put it back into play. Thornton Academy keeping the pressure high. You like to see that. Up 6-0. They really could put it on cruise control, but so far they are playing well. Here comes Chris DeLeva, already with 5 goals, looking for half a dozen. Coming in, Parker Roma puts that one well high and wide of the goal. And Thornton Academy keeping possession again. There's a nice cut right in front, and that's a goal from Nate Colpitz. Great pass came from behind the net by Thomas Abbott. Colpitz was cutting through the middle, takes the ball and puts it right into the back of the net. And with 3:32 to go in the third quarter, it's Thornton Academy 7, Noble nothing. So you have Chris DeLeva with 5 goals for the Trojans, Corey Dion with 1, and now Nate Colpitz with 1. Colpitz is a junior midfielder, had 7 goals last year. Sorry, a senior midfielder, is a captain for the Golden Trojans, had 7 goals and 7 assists last season, and now he has 1 in 2011. And here comes DeLeva again.
Scorer number 5, Nate Colpitts.
Wins the faceoff, comes through, puts it in, and just like he did at the beginning of the third quarter, is absolutely unstoppable. That's his 6th goal of the game as he takes the faceoff, comes right in, puts the shot off the ground and in. So again, 3:25 to go in the third quarter. It's 8-0 Trojans as DeLeva having a career day.
6th of the afternoon.
So we're back in action, 8-0 Thornton Academy. Chris DeLeva having a career day. 6 goals already against Noble. And it's been a long second half so far for the Knights. Been a long game so far. They've just been unable to get anything going offensively. But again, this is the first game of the season. A lot of teams are going to be rusty, especially on the offensive end. And here comes the Trojans again. That's a great chance from Dom Goyette, the senior, to get his first goal of his career. But he puts it well wide of the goal. Thornton Academy still in possession. Patient attack from the Trojans. It's Thomas Abbott coming from behind. That one's deflected by Ben Haskell. We're 2.5 minutes to go in the third. And a cut comes through, but they can't connect the pass. That was Cody Forbes coming in for the Trojans, but he couldn't handle the pass, and Noble will bring it out and try to get something going offensively. No rhythm, and here comes a penalty coming up. That's going to be on Thornton Academy. Jarrett Woodward. Excuse me, no, his number 6, Cody Forbes, is going to get the penalty on that one, a 1 minute for a slash. So this will be the fourth man advantage for Noble. They've yet to take advantage of it as they look for their first goal of the season. Looking for an opening. He's just going to throw that on goal, but it's deflected. David Sullivan unable to get anything going as the ball squirts out towards midfield. Noble back into the offensive zone, unable to handle the pass, but he does end up catching it in his basket. But Thornton Academy again keeps control, and they'll move the ball out, or try to move it out. The outlet pass
10 seconds of the penalty.
Gets to Kyle Forbes. 10 seconds left on the penalty, and that's going to be a penalty on Noble.
5 seconds left on the penalty.
It's going to be a trip on Will Rodden for Noble, so he'll sit for a minute. 5 seconds left, so 5 seconds of even strength, and then Thornton Academy will have an advantage for 55 seconds. As they look to close out the third quarter on a high note. Minute 4 to go here in the third.
4,
it's 8-0.
3, 2, 1. Release the Thornton penalty.
And there we go. Thornton Academy now on a man advantage for basically the rest of the the third quarter. Moving it around the perimeter. Back down behind the goal, Thomas Abbott. Over to Corey Dion. Back up to the top. That's deflected. It was looking for Josh Sear. But Noble's going to pick it up and move it out of their defensive zone. But they give it away pretty easily. Thornton Academy comes back. Less than 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. They move it back in. It's Abbott. Puts an underhanded shot, but that goes to the right of the goal. 6 seconds left on the penalty. 10.6 to go in the third quarter.
5, 4,
Thornton will look for a last-second goal. Josh Sear puts it on goal. A good save there from Haskell. And that will just about do it here for the third quarter. So the Trojans get a few more goals. Get one from Nate Colpitts and a couple from Chris DeLeva, who has 6 goals on the game. So the end of the third. It's Thornton Academy 8, Noble nothing here on Thornton Academy TV. And we're back for the fourth and final quarter at Dr. Paul S. Hill Junior Stadium at Thornton Academy. It's TA 8, Noble nothing. Chris DeLevo with 6 goals to his name. Again, 16 goals, 9 assists last year for the first team all-conference senior now. And he has 6 already this year, so that total may be inflated as we head towards the rest of the season. Again, this is the season opener for both teams. Thornton Academy hosting here on the football field, which again will be torn up in the matter of weeks to make way for a new athletic facility here at Thornton Academy. We're back in action. 12 minutes ago here in the fourth quarter in the season opener. Thornton Academy looking well on their way to their first win of the season. Let's see what they can do here in the fourth quarter as Noble brings it into the offensive zone, trying to get on the scoreboard at least. Get some kind of consolation out of this season opening trip up to Saco. They haven't been without chances, Noble, but again, just haven't been able to take advantage of it. As the shot comes in, that's a good save by the junior captain goalie, Brett Lavasser. He's had made a couple of really good saves to keep it a goose egg for the Knights. Here comes Thornton Academy. That was Alec Blanchard trying to find an attacker. As the goalie for Noble's out there. He's got possession of the ball. And he almost loses it. It's back behind the net again. Thornton Academy working hard. Up 8 goals. They're still playing hard, and Coach Ryan Hersey will like to see that. Several players in there are substitutions as Thornton Academy tries to get some experience for some of its younger players. And they will give away possession there as Tom Gallant unable to hold on to the ball behind the net. And Noble takes over with 10:34 to go here in regulation. Noble coming back towards the midfield. Here comes Noble, a great chance, another good save from Lavasser as Jesse Cody had a great chance to give Noble its first goal of the game. However, it's Lavasser making another good save. He's probably made half a dozen really good saves for the Trojans today to keep Noble off the scoreboard. And the ball comes down into the offensive zone for Thornton Academy as another scramble. Good hits coming on from both teams as the ball stays in play. Dom Goyette trying to take advantage of it. Noble throws it down the other side of the pitch. 9:47 to go in the fourth quarter. More of a formality now as we head towards the last 9 minutes of the game. But this is where a lot of the substitutes can earn playing time, so it's very important for them to keep the intensity high. Noble keeping possession. Shot coming in from long distance. That was David Sullivan. That one goes wide of the goal. Noble keeps possession. Coming back at it. That's another shot that hits off the post. Jesse Cotty again with another good chance. He's had several good chances for the Knights today, unable to find the back of the net as he's hit the post a couple of times. Gotta be a little frustrating, but he's kept working at it, and sooner or later he may find the back of the net here in the last 8:49 to go in the first game of the season. More substitutions for Thornton Academy. Cody Forbes comes on, as does Kyle Forbes. Number 6 and number 13 respectively. Noble again moving the ball in. They can't make that last pass. Ball comes out to midfield. A Noble again takes possession. Noble again now has a man in the middle a little differently. Again, in the first quarter, second quarter, they were keeping much of their attackers on the outside. No one really cutting in the middle. Now they have an attacker in the middle. We'll see if that helps them. As another shot comes in from David Sullivan that goes wide of the goal. Noble moving it into the middle. A shot comes in and another good save from Brett Levasseur. Shot came in from Tom Doucette of Noble. But Levasseur again probably wants to keep that shutout. He makes a good save there to keep it 8-0 Thornton Academy lead. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. Thornton Academy takes a timeout. 7:36 to go here in the season opener. Thornton Academy 8, Noble nothing. This is Thornton Academy TV. All right, so 7:36 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thornton Academy well ahead 8-0. They certainly came in as the favorites in this game, but have really played well defensively to keep this a scoreless game. A great game for Brett Levasseur, the junior goalie, who's a captain. It's his second year on the Trojans varsity squad. And he has proved why he has been elected captain and is the starting goaltender for the Trojans this year. Made a couple great saves. But really, it's all about Chris DeLeva on the offensive end for Thornton Academy. It was 6 goals. He's since made his way to the bench for the rest of the game. But he really had a couple of goals, especially in the third quarter, right off the faceoff that really kind of demoralized Noble. And he will have a very good season probably for the Trojans with 6 goals already. As Brett Levasseur makes another stop for the Trojans. And TA will bring it back down. Number 24, Tom Gallant coming in, senior. Loses possession, comes right in front of the goal, but it's covered up by number 20, Ben Haskell. Goalkeeper for Noble has had a pretty good game, had a couple saves as well. Just a lot of the goals have been unstoppable. Here comes Noble, however, not giving up on the offensive end, trying to get at least 1 goal. It's number 7, Michael Ricker. They're moving it around the net again, but again, they have somebody in the middle, and that's really seemed to help them in the fourth quarter. They're getting a lot of great chances. So maybe starting out the next game, they will. Oh, a great chance from David Sullivan. Comes right in front, tries to scoop a shot in, but is unable to get it into the back of the net. 6:24 to go in the fourth quarter. 8-0 Thornton Academy. Jesse Cotty coming in, but he's hit, and Brett Levasseur takes control, and Thornton Academy will bring it out with 6 minutes to go here in the game. And as a shot and a score for Thornton Academy. They brought it down very quickly. Josh, it's number 14. Josh Sear was wearing number 29 earlier, so we'll get a number on that. But with 5:58 to go, that's the 9th goal of the game for Thornton Academy. That was Sean Lynch on the goal, wearing number 14 today.
Thornton Academy goal scorer number 14, Sean Lynch. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 2 seconds of the fourth.
So Lynch gets his first goal.
Lynch for the Golden Trojans at 6:02.
He's a junior attacker, and Thornton Academy pushes the lead to 9. Oh, shot comes in there from the side, unable to be controlled by Michael Ricker of Noble. Again, keeping possession is Noble. trying to get something on the board. Here comes a shot and a score. There it is, finally. Tom Doucette is the one who gives Noble their first goal of the season with a rocket shot from the left slot. And with exactly 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Noble's on the board, but it's Thornton Academy 9, Noble 1. So as we head for the last 5 minutes, Noble on the board.
Goal scored by number 2, Tom Doucette.
Thornton Academy now with mostly substitutes on the field, but certainly they will be very happy with the effort today, especially from Chris Zaleva. A couple hits coming down, and Thornton Academy will try to retain possession and move it into the offensive zone. Four minutes, 15 seconds to go in the game. Both teams just trying to get out with some experience and not get anybody injured as we head toward the rest of the season. We're going to go through the schedule here for the Golden Trojans for the rest of the season. On April 20th, they'll be traveling up to Deering for a game at 12 o'clock. And then a big game on the road, at home against Cheverus. That'll be here in Dr. Paulus Hill Stadium. That's on April 26th. That's one not to miss. Then they go up. They'll stay here at home on April 30th to play Gardner. Then on May 4th at Scarborough, that'll be another big game as the Red Storm have a perennial power in boys lacrosse. Back home on May 7th to face Bonnie Eagle. And again home on May 11th to face Gorham. Then on May 14th they head up to Coney to play at 1 o'clock on May 14th. That's a Saturday. Then on May 17th, back home at Thornton Academy to play South Portland. Another big game as South Portland. It looks like one of the top teams in Class A West this season. Then on May 20th, they go down to Kennebunk, another Saturday night game. And the final two games of the season, all three of the final three are on the road. They got at Kennebunk on May 20th, at Wyndham on May 25th, and they'll finish up the season on Wednesday, June 1st at Massabesic. So a couple of games, difficult games early in the season. That Cheverus game will be a big one. And of course, that'll be on Tuesday, the 26th of April. Hopefully there'll be a big crowd on hand because Cheverus, again, looking like one of the top teams. So Thornton Academy will try to build on this win as they head up to Deering on Wednesday of vacation week to face the Rams. But with this one, we got 3 minutes to go. 9-1 is the score. TAs look pretty strong on both ends of the goal. And here comes another goal for Noble, however. Another consolation goal. That's Michael Ricker, who's had several chances on the doorstep. And with 2:51 to go in the fourth quarter, gets his first goal of the season. And with, again, 2:51 to go, fourth quarter, it's Thornton Academy 9, Noble 2.
Noble goal scored by number 7, Mickey Ricker. Time of the goal was 9 minutes and 9 seconds of the fourth period. Ricker with the score for the Knights at 9:09.
2.5 minutes to go here in the season opener. 9-2 Thornton Academy leads. This one's been over for quite a while. Mostly in the third quarter, Thornton Academy took control. Noble keeping possession. Another great chance on the doorstep. Now in the game, number 26, Chase Conklin, playing goalie for the Trojans. As we head toward the 2-minute mark to go in the fourth quarter. Correction on that, it's going to be Jeremy Sylvain in a goalie, a sophomore. Some of the numbers will be a little bit different as the season goes ahead, as they're waiting for some last-minute jersey deliveries. So I apologize for any inconsistencies on the jersey numbers today, but needless to say, it's Thornton Academy. The only number that matters is the 9, as they have 9 goals to their name, 6 of them from senior Chris DeLeva. Less than a minute and a half to go. Trojans on the attack here. They got 3-on-2 if they hurry, but they're again content to bring it back up and set up the offense. And that's going to be a violation by Thornton Academy, showing the inexperience on the pitch right now. Noble again tries to throw it forward. One minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Noble bringing it into the offensive zone. And that shot goes a little bit wide, high and wide of the goal. That shot coming in from number 2, Tom Doucette, who got Noble on the board first today here in the fourth quarter. But it was far too little too late as the Trojans controlling from the start of this match. Noble again just having some struggles with their offensive passing deep in the zone that really seemed to deter them from getting a goal early in the game that could have changed the whole game around. But as Thornton Academy kept pouring on the offense, Noble just kept making some unforced errors, and it showed in the end as we're heading towards the last 10 seconds of this match. Thornton Academy will move to 1-0 on the season, and again, their next game coming up is at Deering on April 20th. That's a 12 o'clock game on a Wednesday because of vacation week. As the last 2 seconds tick off, Thornton Academy, final score, Thornton Academy 9, Noble 2, 6 goals from senior captain Chris DeLeva, as he looks in mid-season form already. And Thornton Academy looking pretty well on the offensive end, and certainly will make some defensive adjustments as well as they head into the rest of their season. I'm Jeff Christenberry, and thank you for joining us here in Thornton Academy TV. We'll see you down the road for the boys lacrosse season. Again, one more time, the final score here at Dr. Paulus Hill Junior Stadium, Thornton Academy 9 and Noble 2.